These demonic groups and criminal organizations, they countermeasure and counteract everything you as chosen and divine beings do, especially those of you who are targeted, which is a reoccurring theme because it's something that's real that's happening. A part of the issue is that most of you who have not experienced being targeted for whatever reason, your energy, them harvesting your energy, your spiritual gifts, attempting to block your ascension, whatever the case may be. It's mind boggling to me. I'm having difficulty understanding why we as Soul Tribe and Earth Angels, Star Seeds, Light Workers are not allowing the light bulb to go off at this day and time, in this point in time, right? Understanding that if it's happening to one or several, eventually it's going to happen to all of you, all of us. It may not have showed up to your doorstep at this very moment, yesterday, today, tomorrow, or next week. But if it's happening to anyone in your soul tribe or part of your collective that's tapped in for those reasons, for their energy, for their gifts, for their abilities to block ascensions, whatever the case is, many of you have already experienced the harassment, energetic violation, violation of your energetic boundaries, violation of your personal space, harassment from ex-lovers, family members, being outcasted, being scapegoated. You've experienced it on a minor level, on a minute level, on a smaller scale. But as we are beginning to understand and realize, it's happening more and more, right, on a larger scale. These groups have a vested interest in maintaining the status quo and keeping the old vibrations, the old frequencies, the negative frequencies of domination and control, and people remaining in the dark, unenlightened, unable to ascend or see things clearly. And so we know what's going on. We know what they do. We know their underhanded tactics. The question is, what are we doing about it? Because it's one thing to acknowledge the problem and to know that the problem exists and is real. These sinister groups, cults, and covens, and they have weaseled their way in every facet of society, right? What are we doing about it? Are we so comfortable that we are stuck in our own individual comfortability and that we are unwilling to yield to divine planning and allow the divine to really take us to the next level, channel us, use us, utilize us? Why are we not building our own oasis? Why are we not building our own free and clear of copycats? Because whenever we announce something, those who truly hold the keys, whenever they announce something, the copycats pop up and say, oh, I got that idea. I'm working on this. Come join me. And then all of you flood to a damn demon and devil and support them. When it's clear that when you check the dates and the times, when you check the work, you'll see that even with many of you, gifted and talented readers, people are creating false platforms with your identity, with your hard earned work and labor and creativity. Fake pages. They've done the same to me, and I've been online since last year. They've, stolen my page and copied my cadence, and even have copycats and fake individuals try to use the same tone and cadence and the same rhythm and flow and same style, and their page get thousands of views, which mine started out until they shadow banned and blocked it. Right now, it only come up as 3 views, some 0 views. But the people are watching the page, and it's not about the views, right? Because that'll change the subject, and people will say, well, I thought it was not about the views. No, it's not for me. It was about always spreading the truth. But had it not been tampered with, had not jealous, envious haters and copycats, liars, devils, and thieves not interfered, the truth would have been spreading and made known even more, just as the copycats come along and put their page up with the similar style, and they get 3,000, 2,000, 5,000 views, right? So we have to begin to create our own stuff and have our own stuff free and clear of the copycats, the liars, the narcissistic sociopaths, the cults and covens that want to now infiltrate the collective and pretend with all the jargon. the slogan, all the right things to say, reading books and mimicking, all the catchphrases, weasel their way into your energy and pull you off your course, right? It's mind boggling that we in a collective will gravitate towards a smiling liar, a charming devil, and allow them to pull us off our course and believing the illusions they create all around us, temporary fun and adventure and illusion, only to have those walls come crashing down. But when a true enlightened one, a true inspired one by the divine, comes along and say, hey guys, the only way forward is for us to begin to make the necessary adjustments to do it this way or that way. And it doesn't matter who in a collective is inspired or being utilized by the divine. It could be you, it could be me, it could be the next um, divine being, male or female. It doesn't matter. If they have the keys and hold the keys and have the vision, we need to get behind them and support them. Because if no one else does it, who else is going to do it for us? These devils are ever ready and willing to sell their soul. The people that join these cults and covens, these dark groups, these criminal organizations in plain sight, they are ever willing to participate in these low vibrational activities, right? It's going to get even worse because they're using frequencies, harmful frequencies, which I refer to as energy weapons. These are meant to block and maim your third eye. Many of you gifted readers who have the ability to channel and read, they have frequencies that can block and create mental fog. I don't understand why you all won't step up, come off the sideline, and really begin to hold serious discussions. It doesn't matter what your religious ideology is. We all come from the stars. All of them work together, advanced civilizations. They will work through all of us. It doesn't matter. If you are a star seed tapped in and have the light codes, the blood, the DNA, the genetics, whichever star system you come from, there is a galactical confederation. Don't let these new people pop up on the internet and sway you with all these fake stories about, this war took place and this planet. Nah, they making up stuff after the fact. We had a master teacher. We have a master teacher amongst us who gave us the truth on all the stuff that took place prior and after the existence of this universe, of these star systems, of this planet. We chose to focus on the wrong things and focus on, you know, ignoring the truth that was being exposed and, allow these, devils to convince us that, there was, molestation and, RICO and all of this stuff. When you read the actual case, because anybody could pull up the case, it was never about um, molestation. It was never about any of the things that they lied and said it was, right? Anybody could pull up the case, but they sent in people just like they send in bad actors to lie as they have on anyone who's able to touch the hearts and souls of men and plant the seeds to get them to wake up and see things from a higher perspective. They always are going to defame them and trash talk them and lie on them. I've experienced it myself. Your own family and friends will lie on you and defame you. People that you don't even know will lie on you, only to be regretful and sorrowful later as karma, kick in. You know, those who are narcissistic and closed off, their heart space is closed off, and they allow devils and demons and idiots to get in their ear and convince them to do the dumbest stuff that's going to completely derail them off their divine path and purpose. And it's mind boggling that you see so many people willing to sell their soul to join these dark cults and covens and stalk and harass innocent souls. In plain sight, they belong to these groups. And so, what are you, as chosen, as light workers, star seeds, going to do? Are y'all going to finally let the light bulb go off and say, I'm comfortable, but what can we create? What can we build? That we have a network for ourselves, that future star seeds don't have to suffer, be stalked, harassed, and not be able to have the proper rest and health and privacy and resources that they require without being beguiled and tricked and pulled off their divine path. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?